Good morning. Thank you for connecting with me today. I mean, to be honest, we are always all connected, and it's amazing to feel your presence here right now. What is that nature of human judgment and connection? The weight of our nature. I just picked this stone up. Now think about it. I would like to put that stone in the air and let it suspend there, defying gravity. But it won't last long, and no matter how hard I try, it will fall because that's its nature. Now imagine a person trying to cut themselves off from humanity, to live without influence, without relationships, without judgments formed by the world around them. According to Marcus Aurelius, this is just as impossible as that stone falling. He once said, I quote, "You'll more quickly find an earthly thing kept from the earth than you will find a person cut off from other human beings." What does this actually mean? It tells us two truths. First, humans are social creatures. No one is truly independent. Our judgments, our judgments are shaped by others. Absolute consistency is rare. These are natural forces, just like gravity. But does that mean we should surrender to them? Should we allow ourselves to be ruled by social pressures, emotions, or the inconsistency of human nature? The Stoics, they would say, no, we must master those forces and not be mastered by them. There's a struggle for consistency. Marcus knew that human beings change their minds consistently. What we believe today, we may well doubt tomorrow. We claim we value discipline until temptation arrives. We say we want wisdom until a comforting lie is easier to accept. We swear loyalty to our principles until the world makes them inconvenient. Marcus also said, "You'll more quickly find an earthly thing frozen in mid-air than you will find a person who remains consistent in their judgments." Why? Because we are influenced by people, by emotions, by circumstances. Most people bend to these pressures around them without even realizing it. The Stoic, however, is aware. They recognize the forces at play. So how do we resist? The answer is clarity of mind, defining what we stand for and holding on to it regardless of the world's shifting opinions. Isolation, that's an illusion. Many people think they can be truly independent, cutting themselves off from the world, making judgments that are purely their own. Marcus Aurelius, he reminds us this is an illusion. Even the hermit who rejects society continues life in influence, and he carries that influence. Even the person who says, "I don't care what others think," even they're shaped by the very ideas they reject. Human beings are bound to one another. We are not stones. We are part of something larger. What injures the hive injures the bee. This is why Stoicism doesn't preach isolation. It preaches mastery over our connections. Not to be controlled by society, but to engage with it wisely. So how do we master that influence? Let's look at the Stoic approach. Since we cannot escape from influence, the question becomes, how can we take control of it? Marcus Aurelius, he would advise that there are possibly 3 things to do. 1, define your core values. What do you stand for? What principles guide your life? A tree with roots, with deep, deep roots, does not fall in a storm. Likewise, a person with clear values does not waver when others try to shake them. Write those values down, refine them, live by them. Secondly, choose your influences wisely. Since you will be influenced, choose wisely. Surround yourself with people who challenge you rather than weaken you. Seek wisdom from history's greatest minds rather than live by the noise of the present. Limit the wrong voices and amplify the right ones. Thirdly, practice the art of reflection. We cannot avoid inconsistency entirely, but we can become aware of it. Each day ask yourself, did I live by my principles today? Where did I compromise? And what external pressures shaped my actions? Through that self-examination, we grow stronger. We catch ourselves before we drift too far. So what's the path forward? You cannot keep a stone from the earth. You cannot find a person untouched by others. And you will rarely find a mind that never wavers. But you can choose your own gravity. You can decide what pulls you. You can set the weight of your own principles. You can shape the forces that influence your mind. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that we are not islands. We are part of the whole, but we are not slaves to it. Stand firm. Be aware and choose. Choose your own path. Because the only thing worse than being influenced is not knowing who is influencing you. I hope this thought today has resonated with you. And if it has, take a moment to reflect. Are you being pulled by forces that you aren't aware of? Are you choosing your principles, or are they being chosen for you? Take a moment to make a comment below and help take control of your mind and life. And if you can, subscribe. And remember, awareness is the first step to mastery. I love you.